Greetings, folks. This is BlackWeasel, and this is my video game review of Grandia II for the PlayStation 2. I got this game from eBay for a solid deal of $15 since it is used and hard to come by. I got started on this game after I finished the first Grandia, and I had to buy it online because I couldn't buy it digitally from the PlayStation Store. So Grandia 2 serves as a sequel, but it is not really at all. It takes place in an entire new world that's different from the first Grandia game. Gone are Justin, Sue, and Fina as they've grown up to be adults. And Justin and Fina are married and taking care of multiple kids that they have. Now I have to deal with a mercenary named Ryudo, who is a cynical guy that also makes wisecracks and smart remarks all the time. That's the main character of Grandia 2. He's in charge of being the bodyguard for this saintly church girl by the name of Elena. In the beginning of the game, the story goes about how thousands of years ago, there were two gods by the name of Granus and Valmar that fought and beat the living daylights of each other for a real long time. Eventually, the battle came to an end. Granius was the winner while Valmar was defeated. The world at the time suffered the most out of this as the continent of Silesia gets split in half, thus requiring a flying ship to trek across halfway through the game. And that's how the story goes. What returns from the first Grandia game is a unique battle system that's a hybrid between regular turn-based style like Dragon Quest and active time battle system like Final Fantasy. Once again, I can rely on short attacks to stop enemy monsters from attacking me with stronger moves, thus forcing them to wait a while until it is their next turn to make a move. I like the music of Grandia 2. It is surprisingly great because they use electric guitars in some of the tracks and the main battle theme, which makes fighting monsters all the more exciting and entertaining. Some of the town themes are pretty good as well, but I'm not fond of one of the songs that features somebody yelling and yodeling. It happens when I visit a town that's supposed to be a Middle Eastern city. One of the best parts of Grandia 2 has to be the main character, Ryudo. In the beginning, he's basically a swordsman who works for money and doesn't give a damn about anything as long as the job is done and he gets paid. The quest for being a bodyguard and escorting a saintly church girl gets more complicated as he comes across a strange monster to fight, a beast that has a bone to pick with somebody, and a kid that possesses a rare treasure. These guys will visit towns and interact with the villagers. That's another best thing of the game, and that is talking with the villagers to get clues and look for certain stuff when the main characters respond in return. The world of Grandia 2 feels much more alive than the first game, and this is the part where the wise cracks and smart remarks of Ryudo kick in. In one scene in a village called Mirumo, Ryudo and the gang are talking to some of the villagers for information on a little girl that got cursed. One of them said that she has a smile that will cure whatever ails you. And then Ryudo says, "Great, another village filled with simpletons." And the villager says in return, "Come on, kid, there's no need for insults. I just mean to say that I enjoy seeing that girl smile from ear to ear." That made me laugh. And there's another scene in a different village where Ryudo was talking to a guy, and this man was saying how he could start setting some sort of business in the area that was attacked by monsters before, and Ryudo says, "Get a load of this imbecile." It's because he wants to start a business in an area that no one has done before, but it was attacked by monsters before, and so it comes with a real flawed idea to make money, and so he's not aware that he'll get attacked soon. And one last thing I remember was how in the main village that has a cathedral, there's a homeless man that sits in a bakery that gives out free bread every day. Rowan and Ryudo talk to him about getting a job, and this damn homeless man says he doesn't feel like working. And so this man has nowhere to go, but he doesn't want to work. And so he stays put in the bakery so he can receive free bread every day. That was pretty humorous and shows how each character in the game has their own distinct personality that makes them who they are. Now, for a game that was released in 2000 for the Sega Dreamcast, the graphics are spot on, and there's great detail in the townsfolk. They move around, and the main characters of Grandia 2 all follow each other instead of having the main character just hide the party members. Now, time for me to knock down a peg of Grandia II. I played this on the PlayStation 2, and that was not the original console it was developed on. It was originally put out for the Sega Dreamcast, and so the problems that came up for the PS2 port was how the characters moved at a slower rate because of so much things were moving at the same time, and the graphics were pretty powerful. Also, one strange thing that happened was during some of the fights, when Ryudo or Elena used a finishing move and in the battle, the character model would get shaved and no color would be shown. That was weird. But hey, looking at the bright side of things, Grandia 1 and 2 are both getting a remaster for the Nintendo Switch. And so, since I got the console, I'm looking forward to playing Grandia 1 and 2 again. Now, Grandia 2 is still a solid role-playing game to play, with the music coming in from electric guitars, wise cracks from the main character, a great battle system, and a decent story. It is a dark horse when it comes to ranking the best RPGs for the PlayStation 2. Alongside Persona 3, Final Fantasy 10, and Persona 4, and Dragon Quest 8, and Grandia 2 has its own spot near the top. I'll give Grandia a 9 out of 10. I played this game on June 26, 2018, and I finished it on July 31st, 2018. It took me over 43 hours to finish this game. Alright, that's it.